Hello guys, and welcome to Simply Vintage Watches. Today we're going to talk about a tiny little chronograph from the 1940s, a very special watch. Let's begin. So here is the special watch in question. The brand is Excelsior Park, and it was founded by Jules Frédéric Jarenet in 1866. It was first called Excelsior, but the Park was added to later appeal to the English-speaking market. They used to make chronographs specifically for scientific purposes, industrial purposes, sporting events, and later for the war. They started making chronographs in 1891. But why is this one so special? Well, without a doubt, this is the first full-form chronograph movement, or oblong-oval chronograph movement. As you can see, the dial is round but not the shape of the case, and the full movement on this watch carries that oblong shape. Now, this is a baby chronograph. That's what I effectively call it. They don't surface a lot. Breitling made a few, later on Eterna. It's a 30 millimeter chronograph. The movement is a 12 ligne size. Now, Excelsior Park is still not very known, only amongst vintage watch nerds to be exact. The chronograph movement it carries is completely inside. They used to make all their movements and made watches for the likes of brands like Galet, Girard-Perregaux, and Zenith. And their most known watch is the Galet Commander. So a lot of people are fans of that watch. It's the exact same watch I'm holding right here, but the dial is signed Galet, and their caliber is called JB42. Now this one is the original EP42 caliber. All the Galets from that time with that movement were made by Excelsior Park. It's a very beautiful watch that also carries certain patents. For instance, the bridge on this chronograph is shaped like a J, and that is to give a nod to Jules Frédéric Jarenet, JJ, and he claimed that with this design, not only reminiscent of his initials for the letter J, but was always going to add a higher precision to the chronograph movement as well. And he patented that bridge design. If I'm not mistaken, he patented in 1838, and the patent was released in October of 1939. I'll put an image up for that patent. So later again, these watches were used during World War II. And another important patent that they filled concerning this watch is the chapter ring. If you notice, the chapter ring is the one that carries the scale. Now, why is that important? Because the watch being so small needed to be very legible. And as you can see, it's super legible. And you can also swap the chapter rings from a tachymètre to a télémètre if necessary during service. So that was a very beautiful patent as well. I'm going to put up photos of the chronograph movement again to show you the beauty of the full form shaped oval EP42 movement. So what can I say, guys? This is an obscure watch brand still that brings a lot to the vintage table. I'm happy to have shared this watch with you guys. I'll just put it on my wrist so you guys can see how a small chronograph looks on a 6 1/4 inch wrist. Give me 1 second. Here we go, almost there. Voila, guys. The strap is period correct for a chronograph from 1940. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. And you're always welcome. Stay tuned on Simply Vintage Watches. Ciao.